Welcome and herzlich willkommen to Fotomov, my tiny but very delicate magazine about everything, especially culture. Today with a very special guest and friend of mine. Welcome, Mr. Ori Atana. And there he is.
Hello.
Welcome, Ori.
Good to be here.
For all those who didn't know or don't know who you are, maybe you can introduce yourself. You are, and that's what I want to say, you are founder or co-founder of a special society.
Yes.
About European culture, is that right?
Yeah, that is right. Among many other things. So, hello there. This is Ori. I actually am in the teaching business. That is, I work at the University of Duisburg-Essen in the German Studies Department as an assistant. And then I teach English. And I used to teach German to refugees 2 years ago.
And I know you are a shy person, but you can speak a little bit louder.
I hope so. All right.
Because there's just one microphone, and
I hope this is loud enough.
But go on.
Speak up. All right. So, yeah. Like I said, I'm in the teaching business. I work at the University of Duisburg-Essen. I teach English to private students and to my courses. I do quite a lot of things. I'm a social democrat, just like you. Co-founder of Oberhausen Works, secretary of POM, that is Partnerschaft Oberhausen-Middlesbrough.
Okay.
The town twinning organization. Founder of Racing Sports, which is a story of its own.
Yeah,
racing.
I think so. Yeah.
I love politics. I love
but
racing.
Racing is a form of culture too.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Very much so, yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
But let's talk about the other culture,
the more
European,
culture,
more culture. Yeah. You do like you said it, and you are from in different organizations,
yes.
but the main topic is cultural exchange, European exchange, or is it wrong?
That is, if you want, the second level. The first level is actually something very serious. That is political.
Do you think culture isn't serious?
Well, it is, of course, as serious as it gets.
Okay.
But the origin of what we do is politics, peace politics.
Yeah.
So that's how it all started.
Okay.
And later it became this cultural exchange with sports and students and schools and what have you.
Yeah.
But first and foremost, town twinning, or sister cities, as you call it in America, is political stuff.
Yeah.
Simply because after World War II...
It's a base. It's
yes.
a political question you answer by yourself, and you say, I have to do more for peace politics, or...
Absolutely. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. And the reason why I do it is actually culture.
Yeah.
Because I was, in 2014, I was working at the Schloss Oberhausen.
Yeah.
And I was asked...
You've heard about it. It's a nice place in our hometown.
Go see it. It's worthwhile.
Okay.
And I was asked to do the translating and interpreting for the 40th anniversary of POM, of the town twinning between Oberhausen and Middlesbrough.
But I think you have to explain it a bit more.
Yes.
POM, town twinning. Middlesbrough is a city in north east England,
yes.
yeah,
exactly.
and it's similar to Oberhausen, a workers' class town,
very much so.
which had a steel crisis too.
Oh yeah,
all power plants closed down, and
yes.
Okay, there is a partnership between these both towns. Yeah.
Yes, all the way since 1952.
52, really?
Yeah. So
wow. I didn't know that. That's interesting.
You better know it. After World War II, the idea was to bring together the youth.
Yeah, European youth.
Idea being people who are friends don't go to war with each other. They don't hate each other.
Yeah.
And so they said, Germans, bring over some students.
Mm-hmm.
Sure enough, we sent over, among others, Miss Helga Zandas, and she, who was still an active member of POM, dates back to 1952, the first ever visit.
Wow, okay.
It is such a beautiful story.
Okay.
And so from this political background became the culture.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we had collaboration in sports, swimming, cycling, you name it.
Mm-hmm.
Collaboration in economy. You want to say something?
No.
And of course,
I just said yes because it's good to say yes.
yeah, sure is.
Yeah.
And this very dark time of careful politics became this beautiful cultural heritage, ABBA. Mm-hmm. And here we are,
Okay. You said that you are a social democrat, but as I see your work, it's not just for social democrats. You work with all parties and
yes.
With all democratic parties around, and I think that's very important.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Obviously, POM goes back to Labor and Social Democrats, but as a town twinning organization, you have to include everyone.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Maybe they become conservative. Maybe we vote CDU, and things have to go on.
Okay.
You have to keep it constructive.
But away from POM, you are co-founder of Oberhausen Works.
Yes.
Tell me more about that.
Well, in POM, I met Heidi Scholz-Immer, who I sent some greetings to, and eventually we noticed, we revived POM. POM had gotten very old. Some people had died because they were too old, and we tried to bring in young people. Mm-hmm. We did that. Mm-hmm. You were with us in England with a bunch of young people for the first time.
It was a nice time.
Sure was.
I felt young again.
Yeah. And so we said, this is great. We did so much. We actually, I think, we are one of the very few town twinning clubs in North Rhine-Westphalia who managed to rejuvenate themselves. Mm-hmm. But we said we can do more.
Yes, I think so. And I want to that point, because that's all history of your societies.
Yes.
But I'd like to take more a look into the future.
Oh, yeah.
And what you are doing now. And it's more than town twinning.
A lot more, yes.
Yeah, and that's I'm interested in.
Well, we want to create a network of towns, cities, who in a sense will take over what the big politics cannot or will not do. We want to do, and the best way to go
on a very human level.
Yes.
Okay.
So the personal contact is what matters.
Yeah.
If I have to cough, is that bad? Als ich hoesten muss?
No.
Okay.
He's so polite. He's so polite.
Yeah. And we want to say, look, you have, for example, the Brexit. We don't know what will happen afterwards. But we have schools in Oberhausen who need English partners. So we look at Galway. That's one thing. Yeah. The other thing is Oberhausen has so much potential. Whether it is...
But don't forget, nobody knows about Galway and the whole story.
Right. Okay.
You have to explain it a bit more.
Okay. So we said we want more Anglophone partners.
Okay. Why Anglophone?
Because it is still...
Because you speak English.
Because we're...
To be honest.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Heidi and me are both very Anglophone.
Okay.
We like English as a language. We like English culture, but also Irish culture.
Yeah.
And sure enough, we traveled to Galway last year. And with the very first meeting with the mayor, got the okay to become friends, which is awesome.
Okay.
We never expected that, ever. Okay. And of course, the schools say, look, we support Oberhausen Works. That's great. But we need, our students want to learn English. Mm-hmm. And with the Brexit, we don't know what will happen. So we look at Ireland, who are very much pro-EU.
Okay.
Naturally.
Okay.
That's one thing. But then Oberhausen Works, as the name says, means Oberhausen works as in it functions. Mm-hmm. it means the Oberhausen factory. And two other meanings, which I forgot now. Our, or at least my plan, is to do everything within our possibilities that improves Oberhausen. That can be town twinning. It can be cultural events like the Hakawati.
The what?
The Hakawati.
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 What the heck is Hakawati?
Hakawati is a project of Heidi, where she collects Syrian stories by Syrian refugees and reads them to both Syrian and other or German public.
Okay.
And the audience, was very, very impressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have a question. You talk a lot about Oberhausen, and that's our hometown, and that's okay. But in my feeling, what you talk about is more about Europe. It's not about our hometown. Our hometown is just a starting point.
Sure.
The center of the network, maybe.
Yes.
Because you live here.
Obviously, yeah.
So, but you have plans to spin. Not spin. Spin heißt nicht spin. Spin, Fäden spinnen, wollte ich sagen. Und sagt spin. That's funny. For all Germans now. You want to build a European network.
Absolutely.
So,
yes.
And you have roots on the Balkan?
Yes. I am originally from Kosovo.
Yeah.
The west of Kosovo. From a village called Strelc.
Strelc?
Yes. Which is part of Deccan.
Don't repeat it yet.
Which you might have seen because it has a world famous monastery.
Okay.
It used to be Catholic and then turned Orthodox.
This is one built in a hill?
Yeah,
okay.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's where I'm from. And that's where I spent 11 years of my life.
Okay.
And then came the war.
Yeah.
And then we fled to here.
You said before the show, you said me that you had 4 citizenships in your life?
I have my 5th now. Yes.
Your 5th now?
Yes. So when I was born, it was the Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia, which became Serbia and Montenegro.
Yeah.
Which became Serbia, which became Kosovo, and eventually in 2011 I became German.
Okay. Okay, that's a lot of passport here.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Okay, I think that's an interesting topic we can talk about in another show.
We should.
Because the Balkan is very interesting. Cultural,
yes,
very
absolutely.
interesting.
Absolutely.
And still interesting to know which part of Balkan is which part and who belongs to what and what's going on there.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a serious topic on one end, but
it is.
But I think we can talk about it
later.
Not now.
No.
Not now.
That's heavy stuff.
Now we work for the European Union.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what we do. We want to connect European Union, the national level, the federal level, and obviously city level to create this network of cities. We already have Middlesbrough. We get Galway. We have Zaporizhia. We're getting Peja from my former home country, and we have Carbonia and Iglesias. We're getting one in Poland.
Okay.
And things are happening,
Yeah. And all on a human level. Personally people who are living there, or is it just a wish for the future?
Well, it is mixed. I think it's half-half.
Okay.
So say Zaporizhia and Peja is now on the personal level.
Yeah.
Whereas Poland...
Galway is on a personal level too?
Yes, naturally.
Middlesbrough, naturally, yeah.
It's a bit mixed.
Okay.
But you also have places like Poland or Carbonia Iglesias. I think they are on the official level.
Okay.
So you have mayor talking to mayor, and that's how things go there. But, I don't care if it's official or personal as long as it works.
Is it a question of our generation? Because my feelings are that the younger ones, and I think you are one of the younger ones, let's say the generation between 20 and 35 or something,
Right.
is for them it's much easier to cooperate, and
It should be.
maybe for the real old generation who better knows how terrible war was. It's easier too.
Yes.
I have the strange feeling that my generation, between 35 and 60 or something, has the biggest problems with working together on a European level.
Really?
Or is it just my feeling?
I feel like your generation is to blame for my generation.
Ah, good to hear, but I don't think so.
Because I feel like my generation is not really as vigilant as they should be. I find your generation still has this, idea that yes, this is important. We need
Yeah.
this. My generation
It's lazy.
is lazy because they grew up in this bubble of a perfect world.
Ah, okay. Okay.
So
So
when
use
you-
the internet and say click, click, click. Say
Yeah.
hello.
Yeah.
That's international enough.
Exactly.
We don't have to meet each other in person.
Exactly.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
And that is very dangerous because they are not aware of how important it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like my generation is more open to extreme or extremist opinions than yours.
You really think so?
I do, yes.
But when I look to the AfD as an example, it's a new right-winged populist whatever
Yes.
party in Germany. Maybe you've heard about it. I think the main generation there is more my generation, about 50.
Well,
And they're not.
Are you 50?
Filled with 49.
sorry, not 50.
And I will stay 49 for the next 20
Good,
years.
good. Look, the AfD, I think, is a lot of bitter, old, white, male people.
Okay.
But they, they have their 10 or 15 or 20%. But what they say and believe, I think, finds more resonance within, of course, the younger people who are easier to manipulate than your
You think so?
generation. Yes.
Okay, that would be horrible.
To me, the AfD, I see it as a really old people, like 60 and more,
Yeah.
or 20 to 30. I don't know the numbers, but that's what I would guess.
I don't know the numbers. Yeah, maybe you are right. And don't forget, they don't start as a party that is in the first class against refugees. They start as a European
Yes.
critics party.
Yes.
They don't want Europe in a way we want it. That's sometimes we forget this, but
Oh,
that's
yeah.
really
Oh, yeah.
important. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's their core of their politics.
It used to be.
Yeah.
I mean, they started with Bernd Lucke, who was very moderate. Then came
Moderate. Yeah. Okay.
Compared to now?
Compared to now, yes. Yeah.
then came Petri, who was edgy.
Yeah.
And now you have borderline fascists.
The borderline fashions.
Yeah, almost full course fat. You have say Gauland, who is somewhat sane, and you have Höcke, who is bonkers.
Okay, it's bunkers. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So-
I think the party inside have to decide what they want.
Yes.
I personally can live with a very conservative party.
Sure.
That's no problem. We have a democracy, and that's
Absolutely.
no problem for me. So,
Same here.
like the old CSU in Bayern,
Yeah.
Bavaria,
Yeah.
as an example, or maybe a little more right-winged. There's a spectrum that's for me really completely okay. But there is one step too far, and I think there are too many people who go right this step.
Yes,
That's a problem
That is.
for me.
it is.
Yeah.
But I think since a few months now, they are in the process of cleaning themselves. I think they cut ropes with a youth organization. They were too radical. They have kicked out some people. I'm not justifying AfD.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
rather
But
left. But,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I think it is a testimony of how strong the German democratic culture is.
Yeah, that's good.
You know?
It's not a test. Yeah, and it's a test for democracy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
In
And
all of Europe.
I think it works. It's a hard way.
Oh yeah.
But I think it works. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, it does. But we're talking politics now.
By
We
the
want
way,
to talk
yeah,
culture.
yeah. Back to culture and humanity. You are in person. You are a European citizen.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I am.
But let me ask the question. Maybe this is racist. What I want to ask.
No.
But where are your core feelings? Are you feeling as a European, as a German, as a still as a Yugoslavian? What's your? I think your home. There is the German word for home is Heimat. You can't
Yes.
translate it. It's
Homeland.
Yeah, but it's more homeland mixed with feelings.
Yes.
Homeland is just a place.
Yes.
Or home is just a place where you live.
Right.
But Heimat in Germany is it's a kind of feeling for a home place. You don't have to live there, but you feel I'm home at a
Yes.
special place. Where is your home? Your German Heimat?
I can tell you. Well, my German Heimat is Oberhausen. You know, that's why I love this place. But my homeland is a society which is progressive, liberal, constructive. Yeah. So I don't feel belonging to a certain ethnicity. You know, I may be ethnically I'm an Albanian, but mentally not so much. You know, I probably am far more liberal than the average Balkanese person.
Okay.
I simply see life in many ways the way Germans do. I like the German attitudes. And I'm going to be racist myself, maybe. I like to be on time. I like things to function. I like to, you know, get things done.
In that way, I'm not a German.
This is going to be very, very...
Stereotype alarm, stereotype alarm.
You know, so be it. But yeah, that's the way I see things.
Yeah, then your plan is to build your own home for your Heimat.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah.
See, and again, this is something very, very polarizing to say, but the first 5 years of Yugoslavia, I was a kid, but I have a very good memory of that. It was things were getting very bad, but still you had this civilization, you know. You had a proper functioning state, more or less. People were doing not that bad, and there was a certain harmony. And that's what I want to, you know, see again. Just like when I came here, you know, when I saw the Hauptbahnhof for the first time, I thought, my God, this is a higher civilization. I was so impressed to see the Bahnhof and the Centro. You know, as a kid, I always felt like I'm gonna go to the West.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I was here, and it was just like in the TV. You know.
Yeah.
So big and beautiful and awesome, and you know. And over time, you know, I saw the decline of the Marktstraße. I saw people getting more, you know, extreme in their political views, and I know where this ends. So I do my part, and this is the real cause of Oberhausen works to prevent that.
Yeah, and I think that's it's very important for all these topics you said that we, and maybe it sounds not big enough or trivial, but we need more positive vibes.
Yes, exactly.
we have to recognize the positive things that we are surrounded.
Absolutely.
And not just focus on the bad sides. That's
Yes.
what I can't understand, that so many people today of all political colors, that's not
Yes.
the question.
Yes.
That we are all focused on the negative sides of life, and that's so destructive.
It is.
It's so destructive.
It is.
Yeah. and there to find a way out of this dead end. Turn around and say no. Don't go to this wall. We open our minds and go outside and see the positive things. That's
Exactly.
so important, I think.
Exactly. And what you just described, I had to learn myself.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
Me
I'm
too.
gonna be very honest here.
Yeah.
I too felt like, you know what, out there it's not so great. I will see that I find a good life somewhere. Online, I was, you know, doing well. I had this great community, international, which I was very proud of. 500 people, you know, from all continents.
That sounds good. Yeah.
But I said, you know what, I'm not really active in the physical world. You know, I have my work and all that, but I don't really do something.
Yeah.
And if I can make things happen with people I never met, I can make things happen locally. You know, but shifting the attitude, that is something which is everyone has to find his own way. You know, and that's why I, you know, founded this share day idea, because I said Oberhausen is great, this whole region is great, the Ruhrgebiet, but we need some, you know, good news and good vibes. And what better than say on Christmas to just, you know, give things away.
Yeah.
And sure enough, people were like, who are you? What do you want? Why do you do this? And we said, look, we just do this for the heck of it, you know, to do something good. We don't want your money.
Yep.
We don't want your data.
Just give something.
Yes, we're just giving you something.
Yeah. And we are feeling good because you felt good.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
easy.
You know,
That's easy. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And
It's a gift of giving.
exactly.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's because this topic is so big.
Oh, yeah.
Let's concentrate in the second part a bit more on the cultural aspect of on the aspect what we can practically do, not just in Oberhausen. Oberhausen is the starting point, just
Naturally.
for you, especially. But what can we do in future, and which we are talk so much about politics now. Let's talk especially about cultural experience. What is possible on that level?
Everything.
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 From holidays to eat together.
Yes.
Visiting each other.
Well, first of all, this hopefully is the start of my YouTube channel. On your YouTube channel.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
And I want to do this since 5 years now. To do a blog, to do a YouTube channel. I never had the time or motivation, or both. And here I am, finally. That's one thing. The other is, if you want culture, you must go to the culture. Okay, so we will travel to Galway, to Peja, and meet people and greet people and say, you know, what do you do? This is what we do. Oberhausen has one of the best theaters in the region. Same goes for Galway. We have the short movie festival. So does Galway. You know, Peja is oozing culture. In fact, one of the Balkany's core regions of culture is Peja.
Okay.
Be it music, theater, poetry. I think Peja at one point was the most important church, Orthodox church, in all of the Balkans.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's full of it. We just have to, you know, present it to the world and say, look what's there.
You know, now Pandora's box is open.
Yeah.
And you said it, you will found an own YouTube channel. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's very hard work, but congratulations. And I really would like to work together on several levels. Maybe not so serious stuff we did today. Maybe
but even
we
more
can,
serious.
Even more serious, and maybe some fun stuff. You want to spread happiness into the world.
Yeah.
And maybe we can do some food taste or something on a nice and cozy level too.
We will, absolutely. From the Balkans, I can tell you there is some I would say world-class food, you know.
World class food, you got me.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Whether
yeah.
it is homemade or industrial, to me it is world-class.
Okay.
And anyone who travels there is impressed with the nature and the food. It's just the way it is. You
Okay,
know?
then.
And the Balkans.
Impress me.
Yeah, if the Balkans is not at war, you know, it has a lot of culture and all that, you know, you want to see. So, yeah. I think we want to do try out some food, homemade, and
Homemade.
yeah.
You can cook.
No, not me,
Oh, come on.
but I have people to do that for.
Yeah. Maybe we start with some processed food. It's easier for your mom, I think. Or
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. But if she wants, I don't want to stop her.
There actually are also restaurants.
Yeah.
So you have the Croatian restaurant here, which is the Restaurant International.
Yeah.
Finest Croatian food. I mean, it is that good. And you have nearby in Mulheim, there's the Kosovo Grill.
Yeah.
They do some good stuff.
Okay.
But if you want processed food, I would go to Podravka, which is, I think, Croatian.
Yeah.
I grew up with that.
Yeah.
The soup, the goulash, you name it, it's great.
I think
Fantastic.
that's we will start with.
Yes.
You bring this goulash things,
Vegeta,
whatever.
you know.
I know Vegeta. We
Legendary.
Legendary Vegeta. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm for it.
Then let's do a show about Balkan food.
Of course.
And I think there's enough time to talk about other things too.
Like racing.
Like racing. Racing is another topic.
Yeah.
Now let's focus on cultural things now. You have your own channel now, and you can do there whatever you want.
And I will.
Yeah, wow, it was a hot ride.
It was.
It was a hot ride.
Are we running out of time?
Yeah.
Really?
I think, yeah.
This was half an hour.
This was, I don't know
Where did I see
exactly, but I think it's a good appetizer for the future.
I hope it is.
And
It better be.
yeah, we will meet again.
We will.
Thank you for your time.
Thanks for having me.
And I think I see you soon again.
Same here.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
See you sooner than later. Have a good one and take care.
That's good.
Yeah.
Maybe that's all.
I don't know. Is it?
He's practicing. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. I just say bye bye.
Bye bye.